Hello Taurus, welcome to your 2024 Serpent reading. We will take a journey through the Serpent. We will start out here in January of 24 and end up in December of 24. We'll go month by month. And I will, of course, shift into warp speed in a second. Lay out all your cards, and you are absolutely welcome to sit and watch that, or you can just skip ahead straight to the reading. Either way, I will see you on your journey. Hello Taurus, welcome to your 2024 reading. Okay, let's look at the vibe for the year is the owl. You are going to be having the year of the owl. And what does that say, Taurus? You can see clearly now. Great vibe for the year. Okay, now let's start at the beginning here. In January, it looks like you have some sort of turmoil. There's conflict with the dagger. We'll clarify the beginning and the end later, but you do have some conflict in January here. So in February, you have the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords would be conflict, but you see here it is reversed. So whatever conflict you were experiencing in January, you have chose to declutter. You've taken the bull by the horns, pun intended here, right? And you've decided to do something about this. You might have been arguing with someone. There might have been some sort of conflict with someone that you have chosen by February to solve, to just calm the situation down by decluttering it. Now in March, you have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands I've always looked at as a beautiful planning card, and here you have it's coupled with the planning card. So it's needless to say that in March you are planning something. You could be planning, something really big for yourself, or it could be just a vacation. But there is March seems to have a theme of planning, and you look very happy about this planning. So I'm not worried about that. In April here, you have the Seven of Cups reversed, and you do have some difficult times here. The Seven of Cups is generally, especially in this deck, it's a beautiful card. It's a card of choices, right? Now, you seem to have problems here in April, difficult times, unforeseen things. That could, listen, this feels like a love thing to me. It doesn't feel like a business thing to me. So you're going to be facing some difficult times in April where you're going to feel your hands are tied in a certain situation. And I know that I'm a Taurus moon, and I've been around a lot of Taurus people, and the one thing they don't like is having lack of control when things go wrong. If they don't like feeling like they're bogged down with no choices, they don't like that feeling. I know I don't like that feeling. And so, just remember, when we pull back and we look at this year, the problems seem a lot less, right? Don't they seem a lot more workable when we take a bird's eye view and we say, okay, that's going to pass, and then we're going to move on to this. When we're in it, it just seems awful, though, doesn't it? So in some way, I hope this helps to when you look at things. You have here in May, you have some sort of achievement here, and the Ace of Wands is definitely a new achievement. This is something that you see how it's in the shape of a key. You have found the key to something here, Taurus. You've achieved something that you're going to be proud of. And that's something to definitely look forward to here. You have in June, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is beautiful energy. This is energy of, financial abundance. Actually, just abundance in general, feeling really good. It's a real feel-good card, and you have nature here. So it wouldn't surprise me if you've chosen to do something that puts you in nature with this abundant feeling. I mean, you could enjoy, you know, anything. You could enjoy going to a cabin. You could enjoy going to the beach, you know, somewhere tropical. Anywhere there is nature, it looks like you're either going to plan to do that. I mean, it could be something honestly as simple as hiking, because I know I enjoy hiking as well. But nature is highlighted here, and so is your abundance. So that's just great. Now, in July, actually, you know, I really didn't look at this that much when I was shuffling, but my God, it's actually a pretty good reading here. You have, in July, you have the Six of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. And you have, you know, you have property. So it's a purchase. It could be the buying or the selling of a home. This looks to me like it has something to do with family property. There's something to do with your family. It could be, I don't want to say, you know, but it honestly could be a relative that's deceased that left you property, and now you have to sort it out. It could be your childhood property. It could be a relative's property, but it doesn't look bad. It looks like it's something to do with there's nostalgia built around this thing. The Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. So it is something that's close to your heart. It doesn't look like a loss in any way. It just looks like something you're dealing with here. Here in August, you have the Five of Pentacles. Oof, well, you might be feeling in August a little bit abandoned. You might, you know, you might be feeling left out in the cold by someone, something that you have committed to, someone you have committed to, leaves you a feeling of being left out in the cold. This obviously is temporary, and the one thing I do like about these yearly readings is that we can see how temporary some of these things are, honestly. But it looks like you might not be feeling your best in August, like some commitment that you made or some commitment that you were hoping for doesn't pan out the way you want it to, or perhaps you feel abandoned in some way. Now, I have to say that there are times that we lose people. You know, sometimes when, like, you would lose a grandmother, right? And everything's natural. You lost them because it's just their time, and so you go through this period of feeling alone because of it. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but I'm just saying it could be something like that rather than your partner walking away from you. So I wouldn't fret about that. I would just keep it in mind. Here in September, you have the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Opportunity card. It looks like you may lose an opportunity in one respect, and that is a domino effect for you to gain something else. So there is a loss here. It's a loss, but it's not a huge loss. But it is something that you were counting on, or something that you were hopeful about, and that leads you to another opportunity that is waiting there for you. So if this happens in September, I wouldn't worry too much. I would look for the opportunity rather than mourning the loss, if that makes sense to you. Here in October, we have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, we have the Eight of Cups, but it is reversed. So the Eight of Cups could be a sad card of somebody walking away, feeling sad, you know, just taking on, walking away from something that they really loved, but it's reversed. And you do have the Sunshine card here. So there is something that you are going to lose, something that you're going to actually win, and that is leading you right into this feeling of sunshine, happiness, love. I love the way this reading sort of connects. It absolutely does. So you are going to be feeling really good in October. Now in November, let's look. In November, you have the Three of Swords. But what's interesting is that this is another reading. I mean, it's another month where you may feel the loss of something. Now, it says the Three of Swords, but it also says love. It says love is in the air, right? Take the relationship to the next level. So there is a potentially painful situation on the table. It's something that has the potential to hurt you. But in the end, what crowns you is the love. So what I'm saying is, in November, if you're feeling pain at the thought of losing someone, I would take steps to protect that love, because there is love here, Taurus, and you just need to see it, and you need to uncover it, and you need to have faith in it. It looks like, you know, it's the situation where, you know how when we're feeling depressed and we listen to sad songs, so we're sort of feeding that, right, and making ourselves sad, when we could choose to listen to an upbeat song. So this reminds me of that. It looks like the Three of Swords is sort of, you're feeling the pain of something that may not have happened. You're just feeling the pain of the potential. You're feeling the potential pain. Maybe, you know, there's something that does happen, but it's very brief, and you start to see the value in that thing, and you're like, wow, I'm gonna go and get it now because I didn't realize I cared so much. Whatever it is, it turns out okay. Now, at the end of the year, you do have the Oracle, and it says seek wisdom and guidance from elders. But in my opinion, this is you. I think that you finish this year, between the Owl and the Oracle, you finish this year with a sense of accomplishment, with something under your belt, and you feel wiser. You feel wiser because of what you went through. Everything that happens here on this table seems to get solved. Not all readings are like that. I know Aries was like that, and I was very happy to see that no matter what problem came along, Aries figured it out, you know. And it looks, in your reading, it looks more like you're learning things. And I don't really care whether you're 13 or you're 80. You're going to learn things this year, and you're going to see things from a different perspective here. You absolutely are. This is a reading of someone who is truly alive, if you get my drift. You know, some people are walking through life and they're just going to sleep and waking up and going through the motions. And this reading for 2024 is a reading for someone who is living life and learning every day. And I think that's great. So let's look at this dagger. You have this dagger that you are feeling. And the advice here is to have courage and go with the flow. Go with the change. There might be some changes you have to make here. There is conflict here. So you have to figure out what your part in this conflict is and make the proper changes. You have to have courage for that. A lot of Taurus people don't like to admit that they're wrong. I know my mother was a Taurus. I'm a Taurus moon. A lot of Taurus people are so convinced of their side of things. Listen, you may be right, but if you care about what's going on, you may have to look at this from a different perspective. All right, so show me this Oracle. You've got two. Let me put these cards down. Yes, this is a double deck of cards, so it's very cumbersome here. So you have balance and justice, and you have air. So I love this for you. Because, you know, Libra is the card of balance and justice. You have Libra here too. So there might be an air sign in your life that this pertains to, right? And it says, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Either way, at the end of the year, you're going to have this balance, this sense of wisdom. You're going to have this sense of, my God, I actually lived this year. I didn't just let the year happen to me. I was instrumental in learning so much and expanding myself so much. And that's what I'm feeling here for you, Taurus. I really hope you enjoyed your reading. I will see you next time. Namaste.